It's no secret that boy bands and girl groups have a tendency of breaking up. All throughout the generations, there's always been that one member who eventually wants to go solo, and you can never really blame them. In a group, your ideas have to become unison with the other members, so it's only natural to eventually want to express your individuality. TLC, the biggest American selling girl group, dealt with this problem a lot and much more. In a matter of 5 years, they went through bankruptcies, run-ins with the law, and members publicly denouncing the group. You would think that they would break up, but surprisingly they didn't. Instead, they gifted us with their third studio album titled Fanmail, an iconic Y2K pop record that prophesies the dangers of the digital age. In this video, we're going to be discussing how Fanmail almost led to the demise of TLC, as well as how its message relates to our contemporary society. Let's get into it. Before we get into the Fanmail album, let's get a brief reminder of the madness that went behind their first two projects. TLC, a three-piece girl group comprising of members T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili, burst onto the scene in 1992 with their debut album Ooh on the TLC Tip. The group made a prominent cultural impact with their undeniable chemistry, socially conscious lyrics, and unique style of clothing. In 1994, they experienced intense media coverage after Left Eye burnt her boyfriend's $1.2 million home. Though the controversy did help usher TLC's second studio record to the top of the charts, it would also be at this point when they realized they were not making a lot of money. You see, the initial contract they signed with LaFace and Pebetone Records was leaving them with a salary of $50,000, while their respected labels made hundreds of millions. In 1995, the group actually filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, stating that their record deal left them unable to pay for liabilities such as car and house payments. After a year of negotiations, the group signed a settlement which relieved them from all contractual obligations with Pebetone Records, as well as raised their 7% royalty rate to an 18% royalty rate. In 1997, TLC finally announced that they'd begun the recording process for Fanmail. However, due to their main collaborator Dallas Austin wanting full creative control and more money, they ended up halting production for another 10 months.
Dallas, no, I'm just gonna be honest with everybody, okay? Dallas recorded some songs for TLC that we hadn't yet gone in to record, but Dallas tried to charge us about $4.2 million, so he might not be on the project.
TLC got Dallas back, and Fanmail was released on February of 1999. The album was a concept that Left Eye came up with as a way to thank the fans for sticking with them through all the chaos. The visual elements are drenched in a futuristic aesthetic, with the cover showing the three members as androids under binary code. Though the late 90s were filled with albums that tried to predict what the new millennium would be like, I find that this album truly captures the zeitgeist and problems associated with the digital age. In 2021, it's normal to utilize social media as a form of constant communication. We go to Instagram to see what people are doing, Twitter to hear what they're thinking, and YouTube channels to do both. But through all of that, I can personally say that I never end up feeling emotionally fulfilled when I use social media. There's just something about real human interaction that can't be replaced or replicated via comments and likes. This concept is explored on Fanmail's title track. On the surface, T-Boz is singing about how a boy she likes hasn't replied to her email, telling him, "Just like you, I get lonely too." But in context with the album's theme, it becomes clear that the song is exploring the loneliness associated with treating digital interaction as the human experience. It's something that we're all guilty of in a contemporary society, and just like T-Boz, we end up feeling lonely too. According to a 2020 Cigna survey, 3 out of 5 Americans reported feeling lonely, with most of them being from Generation Z. What's even more crazy is that the survey found a greater feeling of loneliness among people who use social media more frequently. On the next track, TLC confronts our societal obsession with materialistic items and status. In the interlude, Vicky, a computerized android who narrates the album, states, "People use material things to increase their chances of a pickup, such as diamond Rolexes, Prada bags, and Versace outfits. I guess it makes them feel special." If you just take a scroll on Instagram, you'll see Vicky was spot on with the way that we use social media. Instagram has become a place where people share the highlights of their life in attempts to feel cooler than they actually are. On the final interlude, TLC hits us with the most important statement of the digital age, stating, "Communication is the key to life. Communication is the key to love. Communication is the key to us. There's over 1,000 ways to communicate in our world today, and it's a shame that we don't connect. The album was a major commercial and critical success, debuting at #1 on the Billboard Hot 200 and receiving 8 Grammy nominations. Like with Crazy Sexy Cool, the promotional tactics for this record were anything but ordinary. You see, Left Eye disliked fan mail because she felt that she didn't have enough creative control. She had turned in 8 songs and they all got rejected. It made her aloof to the promotion of fan mail and more attentive to her own solo record. She revealed to Vibe magazine in May of 1999, "I cannot stand 100% behind this TLC project and the music that is supposed to represent me." This made the media and fans go into a frenzy, as everyone thought Left Eye was going to leave the group. In August of '99, Left Eye explained her reasoning for the Vibe magazine statement.
Actually, I didn't express interest in cutting out on the group. I just said that I couldn't 100% stand behind this project, which is something that I still stand behind. I still stand behind that statement, but everyone's, taking it in the wrong way. Yeah, actually, Vibe magazine is the one who printed in a way where you would perceive that I was cutting out, but no, I support my group members. It's the process in which this project came together that I cannot stand behind. It's a lot of political things that, went on in the making of the album. I think TLC is a #1 group. We are the biggest girl group in history, the largest selling group in history. We deserve the respect that we have worked for. We deserve a certain amount of control that we fought for.
Though Left Eye made it look like everything was fine, it was clear there was still strife behind the scenes. Left Eye would barely talk in interviews, and eventually she just started missing them as a whole. Tired of Left Eye's antics, T-Boz and Chili expressed their frustration in an interview with Entertainment Weekly. In the article, T-Boz and Chili accused Left Eye of only caring about her solo record and not TLC anymore. Hurt by their comments, Left Eye responded by writing a letter to Entertainment Weekly stating, "Let it be understood that I'm interested in making multi-million-dollar business deals. It seems that my 2 group members are not. This poses a serious conflict. Therefore, I propose the challenge. A 3-CD set that contains 3 solo albums. Each will be due to the record label by October 1st, 2000. I also challenge Dallas the Manipulator Austin to produce all the material and to do it at a fraction of his normal rate. As I think about it, I'm sure LaFace would not mind throwing in a $1.5 million prize for the winner." T-Boz and Chili never took Left Eye up on her challenge. Instead, they embarked on their first tour with openers Destiny's Child and Christina Aguilera. The group's justification for the public feud was that they were all sisters, and they fight as sisters would.
Even if we can't stand each other, it's a good business move just to stay in a group of anything,
Through all the chaos that TLC endured, it's incredible that they were still able to deliver such an amazing album. The creative direction and knowledgeable gems off fan mail transcend time and can still be applied to today. Unfortunately, the internal conflicts of TLC were far from over after fan mail. In future videos, we'll be discussing how the group continued to unravel, and how an unexpected tragedy left TLC officially broken. Until next time on TLC, the complete series. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I would be forever grateful if you liked, comment, and subscribed. If you would like to be notified when I post the next TLC video, then make sure to hit the bell button after you subscribe. My Instagram is Flashy Magazine if you would like to see more pop culture content. That's all I got for now. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys with the next video real soon.